Hi, my name's Emer and I'm striving for self-sufficiency. I've not long come home from work, but I thought I've got a bit of time. I'm going to make this video, which has been on my to-do list for ages, and that is to review this book. So prepping for the day, the SHTF, the day the shit hits the fan. This is written by Ken Benton. This was gifted to me from a subscriber. They know who they are, and just thank you again for sending this to me. I think this is the only book about prepping, one of the few books about prepping that I've actually got. Yeah, I read it a while ago. I read it months ago, and at the time I made notes about it because I wanted to do this video, and this is the first time I've actually just got around to sitting down. Overall, I mean, this book is 110 pages long. The text is quite big. There's lots of bullet points, and you know, it's an easy read. And it packs in a lot. In short, I do recommend it. It is written by an American, so it was written by a man who lives in the United States, in the city. And that's very important to bear in mind because, unfortunately, it assumes the reader is based in the United States. I think after I read it, I was quite keen to reach out to him nearly. It's I'd love to see a UK edition of this book. I just felt gosh, this would be so valuable in the UK. There's just certain sections that really aren't applicable to us in the UK. There's references to the desert. We don't have any deserts in the UK. That's not going to happen. I love that it was written in 2013, and I was hooked at the introduction because the writer references why you should prep. And bearing in mind it's written in 2013, you know, I mean, economic collapse was mentioned. Natural disasters, we've seen lots of them. More and more of those recently. Viruses, I mean, I don't know. Before 2020, I would never have thought there would be such an impactful, a globally impactful virus. So I just thought it was interesting that he wrote that. He's got nuclear war on there, mass-scale terrorism, and I just feel like these are all very, very realistic, quite probable situations. So he that caught my attention. I just wanted to mention that. He assumes that the reader's American, which is a real shame. You write what you know, don't you? But it would be great to see another version. He also wrote it assuming, this guy lives in the city in America, but he assumes that the reader lives in the city. So there were certain things that left me questioning, some of his advice. I sort of thought, well, is that still applicable to me? Well, I live rurally. Do I still need to take these actions? One of the things that really bugged me was if you did take his advice, you would need a lot of money. So I felt that the book kind of excluded a lot of people, not even on low incomes, but even middle class incomes. There was a suggestion about keeping a spare truck at a friend's house. For one, I don't know many people with trucks, never mind a spare one. So stuff like that kind of annoyed me, to be honest. I mean, maybe a bicycle or something, but not a truck. I got completely interrupted, so I have no idea where I got up to. Overall, it's a great book that packs in loads. I think if you're based in America, brilliant. There's loads for you in this. A request to the writer, please can you collaborate with someone in the UK, or collaborate with someone in the UK that can add some comments that are more applicable to what we've got available over here. For example, access to firearms aren't quite the same. Same with land, planning ahead, purchasing land. It's much less affordable, less of an option here, I'd say. Yeah, let me know, have you read this before? What did you think about it? UK preppers, please let me know if there's any UK prepping books that you recommend. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. With his family. And for context, oh my gosh, this dog. You gonna settle down? Are you gonna settle down? Do you want to review the book? Do you want to review the book? Hey? Full of beans.